Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to FTB Unstable. That's right, folks, we are back in our unstable world. We're playing some modded Minecraft, and we got some good things in store for you today. So last episode, you might recall that we did some work over here at our new power generation processing facility kind of a thing. This is all part of deep resonance, right? And so we're doing deep resonance crystals and deep resonance power generators and generating a lot of RF. And let me tell you, it's been going pretty good. I am struggling a little bit with making the crystals because I don't have a lot of the deep resonance ore. Okay, but let me show you some things that I did. Now remember, last episode, well, first and foremost, I've got some of the dense obsidian around this thing. I still need to make more. We'll need to make, 1, 2, 3 more levels going up each side, and then I want to do the whole roof in that dense obsidian. But then I also need to put some underneath. So that it can't leak down underneath us. Now, and the other thing that I did was I had all of the crystal processing stuff here. Well, I decided that I didn't want to have it up here because it was kind of ugly. Not ugly as far as ugly to look at. Just didn't seem to fit well in this space. And so I decided that I wanted this to be, a complete window, side to side, so I can look out on my villagers and my base and all that. And so I came back here and I built myself a little staircase, which I still have to do more of, and cleared out a big room. Okay, and put it all down here. Now you may notice that this looks a little bit different than what I had before. I did change Chris's design just a little bit. For those of you that didn't see it, I'll put the link in the description. Chris Hoekstra actually made a video of his setup and kind of walked everybody through. It's a really good tutorial. I was very impressed by it. So make sure you look down in the description, check out his video on how this all works. But I did add a couple of things and I moved a couple of things around. So what I did was, the first thing I did was I added another tank up here. So still have lava. Lava goes into the smelter. That's where we put our deep resonant or our resonant ore. And then it gets smelted down into the liquid and it fills up these 3 tanks, right? And over here, I put in a valve. So this valve is set up so that once we have 85% pure liquid and 71% strength, and actually I need to change that back because we won't have 70% strength anytime soon. Actually, I need to make that say 9. Probably, because all of the ore that all of the liquid that we're going to get to start off with is going to be 65% pure, and then 10 and 10. So if I keep this at 9, it'll fill this up and it'll get valved through and it'll fill into this tank right here. And then this tank is hooked up to the laser, to the infusing laser. So I can turn that laser on and it'll bring the strength and the purity up. The strength and the efficiency up. Oop, I forgot to apply. Up to a higher level, and then I can set this to output mode and it'll fill that tank back up. It'll take all the liquid out of here, put it back up here, and then raise the purity again through the filtering system, right? Back here in the back, I just put a regular chest. I was tired of the vacuum chest because it kept sucking up everything else that I would drop around. So all of our spent filters go in there. Any crystals that I'm ready to do something else with, or maybe even still use them for power, I've been putting in there also. But then I also made a couple of ender tanks. So I got an ender tank over there on the wall. I carry that one with me, and I got this ender tank here, which I leave here. And so when I fill the other one up with lava, it comes back here, and then it goes into this fluid tank. And then I've got the liquid monitor there on the other side. And so when the liquid monitor is set up to monitor this tank that's full of lava, and so when it gets to about 44%, like Chris had in his video, then then it sends a redstone signal out and it unlocks this Ender IO conduit, this fluid conduit, and it starts to put more lava into the tank there. Once I get this built up to the area that I want it, and right now I'm just kind of shooting for 85% or better on purity, 70% or better on strength, and 60% or better on efficiency. Once I get to that level up here, then I flip this lever and it fills into this tank, and from this tank it goes into the crystallizer where I already have 20% more of a new crystal, and then I get my crystals out of there. I could put an output chest over here. Haven't decided whether I'm going to do that yet or not. More automation to come on this thing, but for right now, it does good. It's in a good spot, and I can't make any more crystals anyway because I need to find more deep resonance ore. Now, so that takes care of covering all the stuff that we've done since last episode, but there is something very, very important that I want to talk about right now, and that is my Patreon page. So last month in July, I got my first patron ever. So I wanted, anytime you donate at a certain level, you actually get a shout out on my channel. And this person donated at that level. And so very, very much thank yous, very many thank yous to Found Odyssey. Found Odyssey is my first patron, and so I want to thank him very much. Thank you so kindly. It is very much appreciated. And so anybody else that wants to donate on Patreon, go ahead and head over to patreon.com/rightwingrb and just check out what the bonus levels are. And let me tell you, I'm going to do the best I can to keep providing you with quality content, family-friendly stuff, and even, good experiences, right? So you guys seem to be having a great time down in the comment section, and I am very appreciative of that. And I'm also very appreciative of all of the support that you guys give me. So thank you all so much. As of today, actually, over 60,000 views, actually over 61,000 views on the channel. We're at 300, we're actually more than that. We're at 539, 540 subscribers as we speak right now. So we're closing in on 550, getting close to 600. You guys are making this happen for me, and I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. So, but anyway, so we've shown our progress on this particular setup over here, and I'm quite happy with it. We've got more to do, obviously, but for right now, I'm going to let this be. I'm going to do some more off-camera work to kind of get this building the way I want it, get more of this dense obsidian and dense glass made up so that we can close that thing in. But the other thing I wanted to talk about today, and I actually already did something with this, Tinker's Construct seems to be nerfed quite a bit in this 1.9, 1.10 update. The tools are not nearly as good as they used to be. I know that in some cases many of the Tinker's tools were overpowered. If you put yourself a cobalt hammer with a silky jewel on it, and you could get you could get anything you wanted, and then you could put luck on a pickaxe, and you could get yourself as many ores as you wanted. But I think that they've really done a disservice in this mod pack. Also, I've noticed that there's some definite lag issues with some of the Tinker stuff. I actually took my smeltery out, and that seems to have smoothed out a lot of my frame rate problems that I was having right here in the spawn chunk. So I don't know if that was something that was causing it. It's possible. I did notice that in some of my crash reports, that in some of my log files, that I did have a memory leak. And so I don't know if it had something to do with Tinker's Construct or not, but because the Tinker's tools are kind of nerfed, I'm going to kind of get away from them a little bit and do some other things. But this episode, what we're going to do is I actually need more materials, right? So we've got our RF tools builder. This thing, right? Where'd it go? Here. Nope, that's the spawner. Where's my builder? There's my RF monitor. Here's my builder. So I can use that to be a quarry, right? But in order to do that, I have to go and get all the stuff and bring it back. And it's getting to be kind of annoying to kind of transport all this stuff. So what I want to do is I want to set up a way today so that we can set our builder up someplace, have it do all of its mining, and then automatically send all of the stuff back to us. And so to do that, we're going to go into some Ender IO, and we're going to build the dimensional transceiver, this thing right here. So the dimensional transceiver is actually pretty simple. It's just some electrical steel. It's an ender crystal. Ender crystals are pretty easy. You need a soul binder to do those, which I have. Do I have a soul binder? Wait a minute. Do I have a soul binder? I may not. Let's check and see. I don't remember if I do or not. I may have to make that. So if I have to make that, that'll just be one extra thing we have to make. So we got a slice and splice. We got a painting machine. We do not have a soul binder. So we got to make that. And that's fine. We can do that. And then the other thing that we need to have is this, whoops. Oh, we need this. The other thing we need to have is this Ender Resonator right here. And so the Ender Resonator, that's super easy. That's just an Enderman head, some Solarium, some silicon, and a vibrant crystal. So, or I'm sorry, a vibrant alloy. So I guess what we need to do first is we need to get the stuff together to start making this this slice and splice, or not the slice, the soul binder. So let's get ourselves a soul binder up here and see what we got to have to make it. We got to have a we got to have this. We need a basic capacitor. That's easy enough. Boom. And then we need to have some of this. We got all that. That's good. And then we need to have an Enderman head, a Creeper head, a Zombie head, and a Skeleton head. I think I've got all of those. I do. What am I missing? I'm missing Solarium. So I got to make some Solarium, which is just soul sand and gold, which would be fine. So let me go ahead and make some of that. I got to put it into the alloy smelter, and that's going to take just a little bit to make. So let me go ahead and do that. Gather up all the resources to get this soul binder made, and then we'll put it where it's going to go. So hang tight, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so everything we have, everything we need is here. We've got our Enderman head, we've got our Creeper head, Skeleton head, Zombie head, some Solarium, plus some a machine chassis. That gives us our soul binder. So that's kind of cool. We'll take that and put it right down here. And then we'll go ahead and get started right on the, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? On the Ender Resonator, or no, I'm sorry, not that. We need to have this, so the Soul Vial plus the Vibrant Crystal. So we're going to need to make that. Let's get our chisel. Actually, let's not get the chisel. Let's just do it this way. And Alt and Plane and there we go. Get rid of that. And then take our pickaxe and make ourselves a space right here, right? And there should be, yeah, there is. So we should be able to just take this soul binder like so, plop it right in there, and it should be getting power. Yes, it is. So now we need to get our soul binder, or our Enderman soul vial, plus a vibrant crystal. But while we're doing that, we can also take and put all this stuff into our slice and splice, and that will give us that that advanced whatever it is, this thing right here, this Ender Resonator. So get that going right there. Perfect. While that's cooking up, we'll come up here and we'll get ourselves some stuff to make a vibrant crystal. So the vibrant crystal is this thing here. We need one of those, so let's do that. Oh, we don't have any nuggets, but I do have, yes, I do have vibrant alloy, so I can do that. That'll give me those. So now I can, whoops, now I can come back in here and do this. And do this, and do this, and do this, and that gives us our vibrant crystal. Then I need to have the Enderman soul vial, which I should have one in here from when I fought the dragon. So where did I put that? Soul vial. Oh, did I put it into my bag? I might have. I did. There it is. Okay, so we'll get that, and we'll come back inside here, and we'll go and see if we can't cook this thing up now. So we need this. Oh, and we need levels too, don't we? I bet we do. To make this, it's going to take 4 levels. So let's go get some levels from over here. For those of you just joining and you're not sure how I'm flying, built an angel ring, just so you know. Oh, I moved it. It's out here. I moved my XP obelisk to out here. So I need 4 levels, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. Perfect. All right, now let's go and see if we can't make this thing work. Oh, I got to get rid of you. All right, come over here. We need to put in this, plus this, plus use player XP, and there it goes. Whoa! Oh, that's cool. It's got a new animation. I think that's a new animation, isn't it? That's awesome. That is amazing. It's done. So there's our Ender Crystal, and we got an empty soul vial back. So we'll go back. We'll go catch something with that here in a little bit. This should be done. It is. Rock on. So let's go back outside and see if we can't craft this thing up now. So we want to build one of the... Oh, we need to make 2 of these, don't we? We do. We need to make 2 of these, because we'll have to have one at the end where we are doing our thing, and then we'll have to have another one back here at the base. But I think we have, what? We don't have anything? Are you serious? We have nothing? Let's try this again. Go there, go there. Okay, so we have that stuff. So we need electrical steel. That's easy enough. That is iron, coal powder, and silicone. So I'll cook some of that up. And then we also are going to need some fused quartz, and that's just regular quartz in a regular furnace. If I try to do it in the smelter, in the alloy smelter, I might get something wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and cook some of that stuff up. Let's get our quartz, because I'm sure we have some. Yes, we do. We only need like 12. So we need 12 of those. And we also need some iron and some coal dust and some silicon. So I'm going to go ahead and cook all that stuff up, and then when we come back, we will be able to make this dimensional transceiver. Hang tight a second. Okay, so we got all the stuff, and we're ready to make these dimensional transceivers. I've got 2 of everything in here, I think. So we do that. Oh yeah, we can do 2 of these. Great. So what makes these so cool? Let's go ahead and put one of these down. What makes these so cool is they have all of these different configurations. So we've got what we're going to send versus what we're going to receive. We've got a send filter. We've got a power filter. We've got an item filter as far as send and receive. And we also have configurations for fluids. So I can configure power to be on one channel, items to be on another. And what's very cool about this is that it's very, very flexible. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and find a spot. So I guess we'll just go over this way a little ways because I haven't done a whole lot of mining over there. So let's go ahead and go over here past our GP farm, and we'll go ahead and set our builder up. And I think I have a chunk loader. Yes, I do. I got a chunk loading ward, so we can load the chunk. But I want to go out here a ways, right? Go out here a ways into a spot where I haven't done any mining, and get this thing set up so that we can see what kind of ores we get. And then we're going to configure it so that it sends everything back to the base, right? So let's come over here, I guess. I guess this is as good a place as any. Yeah, this will be all right. Yeah, this is a good spot, I think. So let's go ahead and do here. Let's bring up our chunk borders, F9, right? Oh, perfect. We're right in a chunk, which is awesome. So right here is the chunk border. So make that go away. Let's get our stuff out. We need this. We need this. We need a power cell. We're going to need a chest. What else? We're going to need a lever. So we only need, whoops. Where did the lever go? Oh. Okay. So where's the relay? Did we get the relay yet? The relay is right. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get all of this set up. And oh, you know what else we're going to have to do? We're going to have to configure this to set up some power. So relay goes down first. Then the power cell goes on top. Right next to the power cell goes the builder. So right there. Right out in front is going to go the RF module, the RF monitor. And then we need a lever over here on the side, like so. Sure, this will be fine. And then we want to configure this so that we are in the top left corner, right? And then we also want to set up a chunk loader right here. So I'll just go ahead and put the chunk loader right down here on the ground. Boop and boop. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go back to the base because I got to set up the power. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go back and set this thing up where I want it, and then I'll show you what I've got. Hang tight. Okay. So I think what I want to do is go ahead and go right here. And this is where we've got this chest coming in from over there at the ore processing, spot. I need to make a spot here so I can get back out. But if I put this dimensional transceiver, say right here, okay, yeah, that'll work. Because then what I can do is I can set it up so that I get power from here. So let's get ourselves some conduits. And we'll bring it in so that we go just like, well, I guess just like this. Oh, okay, I guess that works. There and there. Okay, so that thing should have power now. Yep, and it's going to keep filling. Okay, so power, we want to set up a power, so let's just do power and add, and we're going to tell it to send power on this one, right? So it's sending power. We also, though, we want to tell it to receive items. So let's do a channel here called quarry, and we'll say add that channel, and we want it to receive from the quarry. Okay, and I think that should do it. I think that should do it. I don't know. We're gonna see. So let's get out of here. Yep, and put this back in here like this. Cover that back up. And let's go back over here to where the spot was that we had our quarry, which isn't that far away. And we'll get this other transceiver set up so that we can start it up, and then we can teleport back to the base and we can see what we're getting. We should be able to see items flow into that chest and then do their thing. So let's go over here and get this set up. This world is loading kind of slow. I might need to do something with the server. It's been a while since I've restarted the server, so I might need to do a little reboot. Anyway, we want to, on top of the builder, we need to put a chest like so. Yep, so do a chest just like that. And then over here we want to take and put, oh, we might have to do some configuration too. So power, receive. It's getting power. Ooh, do I have a bed? I do, good. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a bed. I want to sleep right now before mobs come and kill my face. I don't like mobs killing my face. It's bad. There we go. Anybody around? Negative. Good. Okay, so now we got this thing set up to have power, and we want it to transmit items on the quarry channel. Okay, so that should be okay. And as far as configuration goes, we want it to send. Yeah, we want it to send. No. What? Wait a minute. Yeah, so it's pulling and it's going to send that. And then on the other one, let's go ahead and I guess we can go ahead and start this. And is it pulling items in yet? Probably not. Let's go ahead and teleport back and make sure that that other one is set up the right way. Real quick, because I might have forgotten to set that up. I probably did. So let's go right here. Is it right here? It's right here somewhere. Yeah, this will work. I can make this work. Oh, it's receiving. It's receiving stuff. And then so on the items, we want it to, or no, not the items. We want to set this up to push. And so it should start taking those items and putting it into, nope, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to do that. We want to push them. This is push, so that was none. Over here, push. There we go. And so now it should be putting those items in the chest, and then the refined storage system should be sucking those items in. Now the one thing I got to be careful of is that, you know, I've got some good sized drives in here. I've been able to make some good sized drives, but this is going to start to fill up pretty quick now with items as I get this quarry up and running. So I think though, we're in good shape. I hope. I don't really know. And it should be pretty efficient on power because it doesn't seem to be losing any power that way. Plus we got that thing over there running, so we should be able to generate large amounts of power. I would like to see some items come through here though. I truly would. But I don't know. I mean, it might just... I tell you what, let's look in here and let's look for ores. Oh, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. We got, well, maybe not. I don't see any iron ore in there. I don't see any iron or copper or anything like that. Which is not, I mean, I guess it's not horrible. Let me go and check on it, and I'll come right back to you. Hang tight. We're okay. I know what I did wrong. I forgot to set the RF monitor to update based on how much power the builder had in it, so it didn't have any power. Whoops. But we're doing good now, so we're getting coal in here, we're getting other ores and stuff in there. If we come out here, we should be able to see, like if we do coal, that should start to rise. See 835, 837, 838. So we're doing good. We're doing very, very good. So I think that's going to be a great success. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up like a so. And whoop, that's not what I wanted. Close this up like a so. And I think we're going to call that good. Now, the other thing I wanted to do today is I wanted to make the Silk Touch build, the Silk Touch upgrade for the builder, but I've already got it up and running. So I think we're going to leave that be, and maybe we'll do that next episode. But while we're at this, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the Ender IO, tools, because I think it's time. I think it's time that we did some stuff with that. So like the dark steel pickaxe, all of the tools from Ender IO. So let's go with dark steel. Are there not? Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Something's not kosher here. Hang on just a minute. Let's do at Ender IO. Staff of Traveling. That's not what we want. Page. Oh, there they are. Okay, so dark pick, dark pick empower, dark axe, all that good stuff. We've already got the Ender sword, which is awesome. So I guess let's go ahead and make ourselves a dark pick, and let's see if we can't do some enchanting on this thing, or at least make it empowered. To make this thing empowered, what do we have to do? That is the first enchant, right? It's a vibrant crystal plus 4 levels. We can definitely handle that. So let's make ourselves a vibrant crystal. Vibrant crystal. To make a vibrant crystal, we're going to need some vibrant alloy, and to get that, we're going to need some vibrant alloy there. So that is energetic. That's energetic. This one right here. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those. I said make 2 of those. That way we can get enough to make a couple of crystals, because I think we're gonna make a couple of tools here. We want to make this over here like this and like this. While that's cooking up, let's get ourselves some levels, which are not in here, they're out here. I keep moving things around, and then I wonder why I can never find anything. How many levels did that say it was? It was 4 levels, right? 4 levels. Okay. So now we should be able to come over here and make this vibrant crystal. So vibrant ore, or vibrant alloy, which is this thing. Get rid of that, do that, do that, do that. And then we want to take this and get rid of this. Do like so. Whoops. Do like so. Put an emerald in there, right? And there's our vibrant crystal. So now let's go ahead and put this into the anvil, like this and like this, and that'll give us a dark pick that is empowered. So now we should be able to take this to any place where we can charge stuff, which would be, this is probably the best place over here. Whoa, that's fast. We can do that right here, right? So we'll charge that up. Is it charging? It is. Good. There it goes. So sweet. So now that's got power on it, which is awesome. Only 2,000. Is that 2,000? No. 100,000 RF. That's cool. Now, what other kinds of upgrades can we put on this thing? That's going to be the key. If it'll do any kind, we can make it. We can do travel. That's an Ender crystal plus 16 levels. Ooh, that might be a good one, because then we can use travel anchors and all that good stuff. So tell me what kind of enchantments you think we should put on this thing to make it better. Obviously, we want to do empowered 2, empowered 3. We want to get as much empowered on as we can, because that's going to help with its durability. But the other thing is, I want to see if we can make this pick as good as possible, right? I want to make it as good as possible. So I think that's going to do it, though, folks. I think that's all we got time for today. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and the subscriptions help me out oh so immensely when it comes to those YouTube search results. The other thing that helps me out a lot is comments, and you guys have been awesome about that. I mean, there have been so many comments on these episodes that it's kind of getting hard to keep up with them. But don't you worry, I'm going to keep on with it. So again, thanks so much for watching, folks. Thank you to my newest patron. Thank you for the support there. Anybody that's interested in helping me out on Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/rightwingrb and see what kind of stuff you get for your modest donations. And again, until next time, we love you to pieces, and we'll catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye bye.